Welcome to Coffee with Kathy. I hope you're ready and set to start a new 10-day devotional plan with me. We're going to be looking right now at a 10-day plan for winning in your life. Don't you want to be a winner? I know everybody wants to win in life, but we are in a battle and we want to spend the next 10 times together talking about the battle, learning what it is, how we can be the champions in this thing. Ephesians 6 verse 12 says this, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." So we are in a battle. It is not against flesh and blood. No, it's not against your husband or your kids or your boss. This is a real battle we are wrestling in, and it is against unseen entities in the heavenly realms, just right above our heads. There is a battle going on, all kinds of forces of darkness. So we're in this battle. It's very real. It's very intense. And the battle in the heavenlies then manifests itself in the natural earthly realm. And the earth's realm is sort of like the vehicle for what is happening in the spiritual realm. So there's battle going on. And I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. I've been young and now I'm older, and I have never yet seen anything like what is happening and happening so rapidly. This shows to me the intensity of the spiritual battle happening in the heavenlies. It's very real, and it is a battle for our very souls. The souls of individuals, of families. It is the battle for the soul of our nation. We need to be equipped for this hour to become winners in this battle. These stakes are the highest that they've ever been. So there's voices going on, unseen voices coming to bring destruction, to bring fear, to loose strife, anarchy, lawlessness. There's all this stuff happening, and the church has got to rise up. We're called to be God's church. We are called to carry forth God's wisdom, God's voice, God's strategy into all of this chaos. So we're the ones who are destined to triumph in this battle, but we've got to understand where the battle is, where it starts, what our weapons are, who's our leader, and how do we use these weapons effectively. So I have Psalm 110, verse 3. This is kind of like an inspiration to us to understand how God looks at the battle and what he needs, how he needs our cooperation. So Psalm 110, verse 3 says this, "Your troops will be willing on your day of battle." So we're the troops. When we became believers, we enlisted in the God's army, not just his kingdom. We're not just kingdom citizens. We are soldiers. We are warriors in God's army. And in the day of God's battle, the Bible says, your troops, oh God, will be willing. We will be standing at attention, willing and ready to go into God's battle. And the battle that we're experiencing and seeing manifested on the earth is not ours. It is the Lord's. The battle is the Lord's, but he's calling his army, his people on the earth now to rise up and be willing to go into this battle on God's behalf and with him, of course. The battle is the Lord's. We don't need to do it on his behalf, but you understand what I mean. Here's another good verse for us now that will be our theme also as we move through this time together. And it is from Romans 8:37 from the New Living Translation. "No, despite all these things, overwhelming victory is ours through Christ who loved us." Overwhelming victory. I've been claiming that and speaking that over my life, into personal battles in my life, over those that I love. I'm speaking overwhelming victory is yours through Christ, the one who loves us. And this is what he wants for all of us, all of his people. Overwhelming victory. We're more than conquerors through Christ who loved us. So let's spend these times together learning how to be the warriors, how to have the weapons and how to be the winners. Does that sound good to you? The warriors, the weapons, and the winners. So join with me on this spiritual journey, and let's develop our 10-day battle plan for winning.